Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. Happy early 4th of July, everyone. I have a few eco-friendly tips for your celebration this year. Help fight against air pollution production by refraining from setting off fireworks at home. There's around 42% more pollutants in the air on July 5th than the average day. This means that there's extra toxic chemicals floating around that we're breathing in. And if you've got asthma, that doesn't sound so fun for you or the planet. It's much better to go to an event with friends and family, and bonus points if you can attend a drone fireworks show. Drone fireworks involve no explosives, and they can be just as beautiful and fun. Plus, they're dog-friendly because we all know how our furry friends don't really appreciate the noise as much as we do. If you're planning on grilling this year, try some more eco-friendly fuel options like lump charcoal or natural gas and propane. Bonus points if you're using an electric grill or a solar-powered one. And try to use reusable or at least biodegradable plates and cutlery to serve your guests, and ditch the paper towels and napkins for reusable ones like cloth. I'm not trying to dampen anyone's celebration. I just want you to try to keep the earth in mind, because all of our small acts can be big when we work together. Oh, and if you're interested in checking out a drone fireworks show this year, they're having one at the Gilbert Regional Park. And Brian, that's where I think you're going to be able to find me this year.
Well, that'll be fun, Xandra. But, some of us pyromaniacs look forward to a couple holidays a year. And
I know.
By golly, we can go build a new solar oven like we had in Boy Scouts, and that's kind of cool, and it was a lot of fun. It's amazing how well they work here, but I think we're going to shoot our fireworks.
Hey, I'm just making suggestions. You can do you.
Thanks, Xandra.
Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. During the month of July, you can pledge to join a global movement of people trying to reduce their single-use plastic waste. This month-long challenge is called Plastic Free July, and it was started back in Australia in 2011 by the Plastic Free Foundation. It now involves millions of people across over 190 countries, and this movement was started to inspire everyone to do their small part to help us all have cleaner streets, oceans, and beautiful communities. Sometimes we need these reminders, as the most recent 4th of July celebrations left Lake Tahoe looking more like a landfill than a lake. Fortunately, volunteers, businesses, and local government organizations have all worked together to remove a record-breaking 8,559 pounds of waste from the area, much of it being single-use plastics. They even got to use that cool beach cleaning robot that we've talked about on the show before, Bee-Bot, to help them clean up the Tahoe beach. Plastic Free July is a great time to try out any of the plastic-free solutions we've talked about on the show, or to come up with your own creative solutions. And the best part about it is that you may find a solution that you like so much that it becomes a healthy eco-habit. So if you need some ideas to get started this month, or if you're interested in signing up and taking the pledge, you can go to their official website, plasticfreejuly.org.
That's a great place to go. And Xandra, I did my part this morning. I took my water bottle and I refilled it.
That's good. That's a good start.
But what's funny is when you're doing that at home, folks, and especially if you're trying to trick your wife into thinking that it's a water bottle and it's not tap water, I recommend this. Fill the water bottle, hide it in the back of the refrigerator, and leave the cap off of it, because it takes about a day or so for the chlorine to escape through the top. And if you'll do that, then perhaps we can just reuse these water bottles, and maybe our wife won't even know. Welcome back, folks. Beautiful morning out there.
Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. The winners of the European Young Inventors Award were announced earlier this week, and the guy who went home with the bronze has created a simple yet effective solution for one of the world's largest growing pollution problems, microplastics. 22-year-old Finn from Ireland has created a way to remove microplastics from water using a magnetic solution he developed using ferrofluid. When the solution is mixed with water, it forces the microplastics to bind together into much bigger chunks. Once the bonding has happened, you can simply hold up a magnet to the water and the bonded chunks are easily removed. His latest prototype removes over 85% of microplastics from water after only one treatment with the mixture, and it can then be safely used in drinking water. This process requires no filters and produces zero waste. And even better, nearly all of the solution used is retained and completely reusable for multiple water treatments. The Young Inventors Award recognizes young inventors ages 30 or under who have developed technological solutions to help tackle global problems and help reach the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And Brian, this guy definitely deserved it. It's so great to see world-saving inventions come out of our next generation of thinkers.
Well, Xandra, you young people are our future, and we look forward to helping us old folks, make it through and fix some of our mistakes that we've made in our generation. Beautiful morning out there, folks. We do have 3 lines available, and I hope you enjoy Xandra's stories as well as I do. It is amazing how the young people are the ones that we're going to have to rely on. Us old people, we've done most of our damage now. We just be kind and love them and support them, especially when they come up with these inventions, they need somebody to finance them. So, if you're looking for something to finance, why not finance something that really helps the planet?
Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra here with your happy news. We're all pretty familiar with solar panels, especially out here in the desert. But as amazing as it is that we can produce electricity from sunlight, what if we could do something more? Like water, perhaps? Well, that's exactly what one Arizona-based company has done. Source Global PVC is a company out here that has created hydropanels, which are a kind of solar panel that can produce clean drinking water by harnessing the power of the sun to draw water vapor out from the air around it. So let me tell you how it works. The solar panel part of it takes in sunlight to power fans inside of it. As air is sucked in through those fans, the moisture that's already in that air is trapped inside the hydro panel and stored. Then technology inside that panel purifies the stored water so that it's filtered and sterilized and ready to drink directly from the tap on the panel itself. One standard pair of their hydro panels can produce up to 1.3 gallons of water per day, which is enough for a family of about 4 to 6 people. And it can eliminate the need for an estimated 54,000 single-use plastic water bottles over its 15-year lifespan. These panels work in various weather conditions and require no previous infrastructure to work. This is great because it means that they work completely off-grid and can be more easily set up in rural and remote communities to help bring clean water to people all over the world. Currently, Source has a presence in more than 50 countries and aims to end what they call the global drinking water crisis, which, Brian, I think we know a thing or two about water crisis out here in the desert.
Absolutely, and a lot about how much we actually drink now. I think they're optimistic on feeding 4 people 1.5 gallons of water, but you know what?
I think that's survival conditions, not...
Obviously, they're from Arizona, but they're not outside like we are at the nursery all week.
No, definitely not.
A good reminder for everyone there is that you need to drink over 1 gallon a day for sure if you're outdoors. But it's a phenomenal concept, and anything we can do to produce clean drinking water here in our system is fun. And, we're going to be able to capture a lot more of it, I would imagine, out of the atmosphere today with these clouds. But a great story, Xandra, and it's a great concept, and I'm sure it can work. And, there was a guy who was stuck out in the ocean for about, I think it was 90 days.
It was 3 months.
3 months, yeah. So I bet he really wanted one of those things.
Yeah, that probably would have been nicer than seawater.
Well, obviously he managed to survive, so he had some way of capturing water, but... yeah, that's an amazing concept. Be great for boats and, fun if you're really isolated out in the desert.